So many times in life, we go through situations where we are forced to take decisions. There is so much of pressure built that we start feeling that the weight of the entire world is on our shoulders. It can be while, choosing a job or switching a job or switching a career path or navigating a relationship or moving on from a relationship or any other life changing call, so to say. Sometimes we are actually forced to take decisions that we start feeling overwhelmed. We freeze. We just feel paralyzed. What if I told you that there's a way to master this art of decision making under pressure? Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Flight to Fulfillment podcast. I'm your host, Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach. And today we are talking about a topic that can actually make or break our success in life. And this is the art of decision making under pressure. Every day we make so many decisions. Some are really small decisions like what am I having for breakfast? What am I having for lunch? What am I having for dinner? And some are life changing. It's like when you start thinking that, oh my God, I don't think I'm fit to be here and I need to move on, whether it's a job or a relationship. But when the pressure builds up, we get stuck, in indecision. We know we are supposed to take a decision, but we freeze so badly that we are not able to take that decision at all. And sometimes it can really sabotage our success when we don't do that. And sometimes we end up making wrong choices because they looked the easier ones, but they don't align with our values, and our true selves. So, in this episode, I am going to share 5 actionable steps with you that will actually help you make decisions under pressure more wisely. So, if you've ever struggled with overthinking, second guessing yourself, or fearing the outcome of a decision, this episode is just for you. So, let's dive straight in and learn how to choose wisely, confidently, and intentionally. So, these are the 5 steps to mastering the art of decision making under extreme pressure. Number 1, pause and assess the situation. So, whenever you are faced with a high pressure decision, you know, instinct is that you may just take an impulsive decision right at that point in time. You may just act too quickly. But rushing and taking a decision can actually lead to impulsive choices that you may regret later. They may not be the right choices. So, what you need to do under pressure is you need to take a deep breath, you need to pause. Just take a moment to pause and then assess the situation more objectively. Ask yourself what's at stake. Is this decision so urgent that I cannot think about it overnight? Do I have the time to think it through? Practice a decision pause. So before making any decision, just take a deep breath and write down, all the pros and cons, all the key factors involved. Number 2, get clear on your own values and goals. And this is so important, because so many times we take decisions that do not align with our true selves, that, do not align with our core values. And then we are not able to move forward. So decisions become much easier when they align with our values. When you're clear on what truly matters to you, it is really so much more easier to eliminate options that don't serve your purpose. So reflect on how the decision aligns with your priorities. Does it move you closer to your goals? Is it worth the while? Write down your top 3 values and ask, does this decision that I'm making actually help me move towards my goals? Number 3, break down this decision into smaller choices, because big decisions often feel overwhelming. Big decisions involve so many multiple factors that it just overwhelms us. So what you need to do is you need to break it down into steps. Identify the smaller choices within the larger decision. Focus on solving one piece at a time. So if you're deciding, whether to take a new job, break it down into parts: the salary, the work life balance, the growth opportunities, the location, and most importantly, do you enjoy that job? Because a lot of times people take a decision and rush into jobs looking at the money, the location, and all the shiny objects, but they don't enjoy that job, and because they don't enjoy that job they cannot continue with it beyond a point. So list the smaller components of your decision and evaluate each one of them individually. Number 4, ask people, take opinions, seek input, but trust yourself, trust your own gut. While it is so valuable to gather perspectives from trusted sources, because people are always there to help you out, people who you are comfortable with and who consider you as their own, they will always be there to help you out and give their opinion, but their opinion will be as per their perspective and their beliefs. So while you listen to them and their perspectives, remember to listen to your gut, because your gut is truly yours. Your gut will never lie to you. Too much of advice can also lead to confusion. So don't ignore your intuition. Don't, ignore your gut, because that's coming from within you. Listen to others, but ultimately trust your instincts. Your intuition knows, since the gut is yours, the intuition is yours, your intuition knows what's right for you even before your mind knows. Limit yourself to seeking input from just 2-3 people, not too many people. Don't cloud your mind, don't confuse your mind. And then spend quiet time reflecting on your own intuition. And last but not the least, once you've made a decision, please stick to it. Commit and take action. Do not go back to thinking about it. Do not go back to, where you started from. You have to now move forward with this decision. Don't doubt yourself. Doubting yourself after you've made a decision will only drain you of your energy, and it will just slow your progress. You will end up procrastinating. Remind yourself that no decision is perfect. Okay? No decision is perfect, but every choice is an opportunity you have created for yourself to learn and grow. So after you make a decision, don't go back. Stick to your commitment. Well, thank you for joining me on this episode of Flight to Fulfillment. I hope you enjoyed this one. Remember, decision making is an art, and like any other skill, it will only get better with practice. It will only get better with time. So let's recap the 5 steps to decision making under pressure. Number 1, pause and assess the situation. Number 2, get clear on your values and goals first. Number 3, break the decision into smaller choices. Number 4, seek input from limited people, but trust your own gut. And number 5, once committed, don't go back, take action. So no matter how big or small your decision is, trust that you can actually have everything you want because of this decision you're making. You have all the tools to navigate, with confidence, with clarity. Your choices shape your journey. Remember that. So choose with intention. If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe, leave a review, share it with someone who might be facing a tough decision at this point in time. Till my next podcast, this is me, Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach, telling you that life's best decisions are the ones which align with your true self. So remain authentic, remain true to yourself, and I'll see you in my next podcast. Bye-bye.